everyone, and welcome to TETV's Game Night. This episode, this month, is all about the spooky, frightening themed entertainment experiences we all love or love to hate. We are your hosts for this night's Game Night. I'm RJ. I'm a former theme park producer who loves to eat brains and theme park food and loves reading Wikipedia plots of scary movies so I don't have to watch them.
And I'm Kelsey, a graphic designer who taught myself how to draw by designing monsters and who has many scenes from Mr. Meaty burned into my brain forever.
Kelsey, I love our look today. It looks like we're either two waiters that got caught in a really bad food fight or two, IAPA interns trying to get a gig.
Yeah, something tells me we probably wouldn't get that gig very quickly unless we were applying for Horror Nights.
That's true. If the gig was specifically for Horror Nights, but this is all catch up.
Yeah, they would admire.
I smell like a hot dog.
They would admire both your commitment to blood and guts and to all of our culinary needs.
Yes, absolutely. I like to give everything that I have to every opportunity.
It's your new business
All right,
card.
let's explain. Yeah. All right, let's explain a little bit about how the show is going to work. Kelsey and I have invited some guests that worked in the theme entertainment industry. These guests will be our contestants, and they will compete for points tonight. And at the end of the night, we will declare one of them the spooky winner of Game Night. So during the show, you, the audience, will be able to play along with us as well. So let's bring on our contestants for tonight. Our first contestant is a writer who has a plethora of unique experiences in the themed entertainment industry. These experiences have even led her to a career in creating horror escape rooms. Let's see if she can escape this show with a winner's portrait. It's Anna Kraus.
Hi, guys. Those puns almost killed me.
All right, watch out, Anna, because here is our second contestant. He is a fellow writer with a passion for creating compelling stories. This contestant comes to us with experience in drive-through haunted houses. Get ready to get spooky. It's Cameron Field. Hi, Cameron.
What's up? Happy Halloween. I'm not all bloodied up, so you can make your own story. Did I do the killing or did I escape from the pack?
All right, with our two spooky contestants on the line, let's start the show.
This round is brought to you by Nightmare University. Earn your PhD in Scream Therapy in just 1 year when you take classes with Dr. Fright. Cameron, are you ready for your first question?
I am after that.
All right, Cameron. Which theme park was the first to host a Halloween haunt event? Knott's Berry Farm, B, Universal Studios Orlando, or C, Busch Gardens Williamsburg?
Knott's Berry Farm.
Correct! It was
Wow.
Knott's Berry Farm.
Thank you, Halloween class.
I was about to say, I think we've got some real Halloween pros this time around. So this is going to be a very heated game, I can already tell.
And are you ready for your first question?
Absolutely.
What makes the doors and staircases of the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California, concerning? A, they were booby-trapped to ward off intruders. B, some weren't made of solid materials. Or C, they led to brick walls directly outside or nowhere at all.
I mean, definitely C. The Winchester Mystery House is absolutely wild. I would love to go there someday. The near constant building to create this strange labyrinthian home. Doors to nowhere, doors to brick walls. Absolutely. Final answer.
You are correct!
Wow. I went to the Winchester Mystery House. It really is cool. It's very cool. We did like the 2 tours. The second tour was like the extra spooky one where took you to like other rooms. It was very interesting and just like fascinating. The movie, not good, but the house, good.
I went there when I was like 10 and didn't realize that it was haunted until like basically the end. And I was like, oh, I thought they just had weird architecture.
Thought it was just a kooky house.
Yeah.
At one point it was.
True.
Or
True.
ghosts are, not real and it's just not haunted. There's also that.
Yeah.
That we can
Anna, you can't do
No.
this. Not spooky month. Ghosts are real.
I mean, I do work in a haunted office, so
I was about to say.
Yeah. I've sent several texts in the morning as I'm coming into the basement by myself, and it's pitch black and it's really eerie when there's no one there, and I'm like, hey, so there's definitely footsteps happening right outside my door. Just figured I'd let you know. It helps to share in the fear experience.
Cameron, are you ready for your next question?
Yes, I am ready.
What is the name of the popular music festival in New Orleans that stirs up music, art, community, cuisine, and all the mystery and adventure that Halloween weekend can conjure up? A. Sleepless Nights Festival. B. Voodoo Fest. Or C. Samedi Soiree.
I do not know. I don't know very much about haunted music festivals, but I'm going to guess B, Voodoo Festival, because that sounds like a New Orleans vibe.
You are correct. It is
Yeah!
Voodoo.
A for guessing.
I just dropped the link. It looks pretty intense. It's definitely a party, I will say that. But look at some of these cool sets too. There's one a haunted church with a little steeple. Whoa.
New Orleans decorated their homes around Halloween time, and they were so beautiful. If you have time, definitely check them out. All right, Anna, it's your turn. Dark Harbor in 2019 was an intense and scary Halloween experience on what was said to be a haunted ship and museum. What was the name of the ship? A. The Queen Mary. B. The Mary Celeste. Or C. The Flying Dutchman.
A. The Queen Mary. We love a spooky ship.
It is the Queen Mary, which is unfortunately in need of restoration. So if you would like to support Dark Harbor going forward, please send them some love on social media.
Yes. I've always wanted to go. I just have always heard the stories, and I've watched the YouTube videos of people going in there. Someday.
It's absolutely incredible the way that they work with the architecture of the ship to make their mazes. It's so scary and fantastic, and one of my absolute favorite haunts that I've ever been to.
Wow.
Big words, big words. Cameron, did you by chance see what was posted on TETV's YouTube today?
I did not.
Well, it would have helped you for this question. What do we call walk-through mazes designed expressly to scare audience members built in a family home or yard and run during the Halloween season? They're mostly free or donation-based. A. Makeshift manners. B. Yard scares. Or C. Home haunts.
Oh, this is a good one because they all sound like they could be the correct answer. But I think I'm going to go with C.
You are correct. They're called home haunts.
More guessing.
You guys
We are
have
neck
perfect
and
scores
neck.
so far.
I know.
It's serving you well, these guesses.
Cool.
Okay,
So,
Kelsey, how did we end up on round 1?
We are neck and neck with both Anna and Cameron having perfect scores. Both have 3 points.
All right, let's jump on to round 2, which we are calling Match Made in Hell. We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors for this segment, Ghoulmates, the app designed to match you with your undead soulmate. This round is a matchmaker round, so our contestants will be given 2 subjects that each match one of the 4 provided descriptions, and you get a point per match. So essentially, we're showing you 2 things, and you have to match both of them. If you only match one, then you just get 1 point. If you don't match any, egg. So we have given, you'll be seeing, for you watching at home, you'll be seeing the choices on screen as our contestants deliberate But let's go ahead and start this round. We're going to start with Anna for this one. Our first matchmaker round will focus on celebrity haunt experiences. One of these celebrities owns one of the themed experiences below, while the other's work is the subject of another themed experience. So we've got Zach Baggins and Rob Zombie, and match them with an artificial ghost tour, a one-night-only theater, a haunted museum, and a Universal Studios maze.
Okay, and each subject matches with one description, correct?
Yeah. So there are two extras.
As much as I would like to see a Zach Baggins artificial ghost tour, I know that he owns a haunted museum that I believe is in Las Vegas. And Rob Zombie's Night of 1,000 Corpses is a Universal Studios maze that IP has been utilized several times for his mazes.
Wow, just like an expert, a true expert. You've got 2 points for this one because you made both matches. Yay.
So, Zach Baggins owns the Haunted Museum in Las Vegas, where he shows off his collection of haunted items. From the doll that inspired Annabelle and The Conjuring to Ed Gein's Cauldron. You'll definitely find some real-life scares there. And Rob Zombie's history with Universal Studios became very interesting the moment that they asked if they could use his IP, House of 1,000 Corpses, in one of their mazes. Because for those fun fact lovers that don't know, House of 1,000 Corpses was originally funded by Universal and shot on the Universal lot. But after they saw some of the work that was actually coming out for the movie, they decided to cut funding, and Rob Zombie completed the film himself.
Oh!
Yeah, spicy,
wow, I didn't know that.
That's great. And now they're like, we want it back. We want it for our mazes, please. Thank you.
Yeah. They said money, please. Cameron, this next set of matches will be for you. You must connect each socially distanced experience with what they are themed to. So there is a one-person experience. Obviously, only one person can experience it for social distancing. And then a drive-through COVID haunt in the US. We've got a haunted toilet stall, a motel, a car wash, and a fast food restaurant. Make your matches.
Okay. All right. I know that there is a drive-through car wash that exists because I'm planning on going to it this year. So I'm locking in that half of my answer. Other half, one-person experience. This one's harder. I hope that a haunted toilet stall exists, but I'm not going to guess that, but I hope I'm wrong because I hope it does exist. I'm going to go with motel for that one.
Oh, Cameron, you should have trusted your instincts. Yes, you were right that there is a haunted car wash that exists. But good. Yes, there is also a haunted toilet that you can experience singularly.
We never looked up how to pronounce the theme park. I'm not going to say the theme park name. I'm going to mess it. It's Japanese, and I'm not going to get it. Okay.
I think it's Lagunasia. Lagunasia, yeah.
I will be booking a flight.
The other experience they had was even actually scarier than this one, but this one was funnier, so we included this. The other one that they had was a one-person coffin that you get locked into. So it's like all cardboard.
No, we're not doing that.
It's all wood, and then you have like a little cutout of plexiglass at your face, and then they come up to you. It's so cursed.
Not to like absolutely plug where I work, but I work at the Basement, a live escape room experience. We have locations in Los Angeles, Las Vegas, and Kansas City. And one of our experiences does have a coffin moment similar to what you are describing. Might want to check that out.
Can you please cut out that plug for us? Thank you.
It's worth a Google for sure. It's worth a Google.
I'm totally kidding. You can keep that in. All right. During the 2020 Halloween season, many haunted car washes popped up across America. They usually included a variety of monsters and extra soap. And then the haunted toilet. As part of a Japanese theme park's Corona Horror Fest, they installed a haunted toilet. The experience is based on a Japanese folk legend about a ghost of a dead girl who haunts bathrooms. So this is a completely one person only, by yourself experience locked in a room. Not for me.
Not for me. I do appreciate the ingenuity of like socially distant Corona scares, but there should be one where it's fully like there are just maskless people like walking around and you have to like avoid like being coughed on or like it's like like I think that's the Corona haunt that I'm thinking of every time I see it.
You just described like the last 18 months. Like I'm good. I don't need
that. I can just go to
Vons.
Yeah, just go to Vons. Just go to Publix. It's right there. Oh my god. Okay, Anna, I've got another set of matches for you, and this one is for the kids. So we don't have anything too scary here. You have to connect the IP experience with the theme park they are operated in. We've got Goosebumps Horrorland Fright Show and the Scooby-Doo Museum of Mysteries. Rinkies. You've got Walt Disney World, Warner Brothers Abu Dhabi, SeaWorld Orlando, and Legoland Deutschland.
Okay. This is tough. I'm gonna say right off the bat, I think the Scooby-Doo Museum of Mysteries has gotta be Warner Brothers Abu Dhabi. My limited knowledge of IP ownership is telling me that's the correct answer. Goosebumps Horrorland Fright Show. This is so familiar, and I feel like specifically Kelsey's gonna be mad at me if I don't get this right, knowing her love of Goosebumps. I think that was at Hollywood Studios at Walt Disney World. That is my final answer.
Wow. See, you trusted your instincts. Cameron, you really should. you should give that a shot. But yes, you are correct. So the Scooby-Doo Museum of Mysteries is in Warner Brothers Abu Dhabi. Hence why all Scooby-Doo is on HBO Max because of Warner Brothers. And then the Goosebumps Horrorland Fright Show was at Disney's MGM Studios at Walt Disney World.
So Disney's MGM Studios was the home to the Goosebumps Horrorland Fright Show, featuring Amazo, Slappy, Curly the Skeleton, Prince Koru, and Cuddles the Hamster from October 1997 to November of 1998. And then Scooby-Doo, the Museum of Mysteries, offers guests the opportunity to ride in the Mystery Machine through this trackless dark ride, which is one of Warner Brothers Abu Dhabi's opening day attractions in 2018.
For our last pair of matches, Cameron, we are turning back the clock. We're turning back time. You must match the time period with the specific event. So we've got 80s and the 2000s. We've got Sleep No More, Bloody Prom Theater, the Stranger Things Drive-In to Experience, and Secret Cinema presents 28 Days Later.
All right, this is another half and half because I know that Stranger Things is based in the 80s. I did the Stranger Things drive-thru, it was a lot of fun. 2000s inspired. Tough one. Gonna go with my gut. I haven't tried that yet, and I'm gonna say Secret Cinema presents 28 Days Later.
You are correct.
Yeah,
See what happens when you listen to your intuitions. You're right. Stranger Things was in the 80s, and the Secret Cinema presents 28 Days Later was set in 2000.
In 2016, Secret Cinema Presents brought life Danny Boyle's 2002 British zombie cult classic, 28 Days Later. This fully theatrical, immersive, and cinematic experience brought the audience into the heart of the post-apocalyptic and dark world with actors, epic sets, and interactive experiences that gave them a chance to live out the horror of the film in real life. Stranger Things, the drive-in-to experience, was a massive immersive experience and interactive theater show in downtown Los Angeles in 2020 during the Halloween season. Fans of the show could relive some of the best and thrilling moments from the series. From Starcourt Mall to the Russian lab where Eleven gained her powers, and the Upside Down. All of these iconic locales from the show are integrated into an entirely car-based adventure.
Cameron, how was the Stranger Things drive-in experience?
It was
As someone
cool.
who survived it.
Yeah, I survived it. I did it during quarantine while it was safe, and it was all in like one parking garage. You like went up the levels, and they did crazy upside down things and projections.
Oh.
It was like one big finale with all the characters. It was really cool. It was interesting to see how they
Wait.
did for that.
I totally know someone that is working on this. Listening to it, I was like, wait, I definitely know someone who was just talking about like, oh yeah, I'm like stage managing a Stranger Things drive-through thing. I was like, oh, fun.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's cool. I didn't realize it was a garage. That's a very smart way to get it done, I think.
Yeah.
All right. We finished that round with Anna taking 4 points and Cameron taking 3, which means Anna is in the lead with 7 points in the game. Cameron is just 1 point behind, but don't worry, you have a chance, Cameron, to take it all in our last round number 3, where we duke up against some monsters. Kelsey, why don't you go and explain round 3 for us?
This round is sponsored by WWE Wicked Wrestling Entertainment, where every match is a guaranteed sinister and spooky smackdown. For our final round, we've asked our contestants to imagine a certain situation for us. Picture this. You're alone, lost in the backstage area of an empty Universal Studios. It's dark, but you can see the fog creeping in around your ankles. Suddenly, you hear a bang, and then feel a chill in the air. You look over your shoulder to see that nothing is there. When you turn back around, you are face to face with a horror icon. They tower over you, and you know the only way you're making out of here alive is by fighting your way out. All of the Universal Studios Horror Nights icons, who would you want to fight and why?
Okay, Anna, tell us, who have you chosen? Who do you think you can defeat from the Horror Nights icons?
The director.
Ah, yes. If you squirm at the sight of blood, you may not want to watch the director's films. He specializes in snuff and is always looking for a new star. He went looking for talent at Halloween Horror Nights 13 in Orlando and has made appearances at Universal's Hollywood and Singapore parks. We will be basing this discussion on the Orlando version of the director, because I am East Coast. Cameron, who do you think you can take in this alley out of all of the Horror Nights icons?
I think I am meeting the usher in the alley, and we're going at it.
The Usher icon, otherwise known as Julian Browning, made his debut at the Universal Studios Orlando Halloween Horror Nights 19. In case you're not familiar with the Usher's backstory, the Usher died at the theater because after arguing with a rude guest, that guest threw his flashlight through the screen. The Usher went to get his flashlight and was tangled in the backstage ropes, and he was hung until he died. According to him, his theater is a dignified lady and will not tolerate rude behavior. He'll make sure to check your movie ticket and escort you to the scariest movie you've ever seen. So for this round, we will be giving our contestants 60 seconds each to tell us their strategy and clever plan to outsmart these monsters. Kelsey and I will be judging their convoluted and crazy schemes based on these categories 3. Smarts, how clever and methodical their plan could be. Survival, how likely they will come out alive. And shenanigans, how hilariously entertaining their attempt was. Each category will be worth 3 points, which means either one of you can walk away out of this round with 9 points and win the game. So if we're ready, we're going to throw 60 seconds on the clock. And Anna, you'll be going up first.
So I am a former film major, which means that I have spent more than enough time trying to get rid of skinny, greasy white boy film majors who think that everything that they created is high art, right? So I've got a couple of tips and tricks for you to take down your own greasy film major white boys, but also the director specifically. So if I meet him in the alleyway here, I turn around, the first thing I say to him is, you know, I didn't think that Citizen Kane was like all that good. And then, you know, that's the first like psychological blow. And then I go, oh, like, I'm sure your favorite movie is Fight Club. Like, that's really basic. And then he just, like, doubles over in pain. And I mentioned, like, nobody's even using film anymore. Like, we are all doing digital. Why don't you go digital?
Wow. And that is 1 minute. I have to applaud the psychological warfare here. I think you gotta,
Thank you.
it's not about fighting hard, it's about fighting smart. And I really appreciate that.
Fighting smart and going straight for the heart.
Yes, exactly. You gotta dismantle right away. All right, up next, Cameron. Let's see what you can do. We're throwing 60 seconds on the clock, and your time starts now.
All right, I'm in the back alleyway with the usher. It's his only job to direct people and take people to their seats. So I'm going to whip out my annual pass. I'm going to say, Usher, here's my ticket. I'm here. I'm ready to go. And he's going to be really confused because we're in the back alleyway. He's going to say, I can't see, there's no seats back here. I'm going to go check out where they're at. And at that point, I'm going to make my dashing escape through the back alleyway, through the actual park, and out of the front gate before he can maneuver himself and kill me and do all those weird things that he does that are not Usher related. Don't need 60 seconds. That's my quick and easy escape plan. Take it for what you want.
Oh, wow. Great job, Cameron. You know what? Short but sweet. When you're on survival mode, you just gotta go,
Absolutely.
You just gotta keep yourself alive. That's step number one.
Will it work?
Okay.
Maybe.
We'll see. Hey, we'll see. All right. So we've got these two scenarios here, and Kelsey and I will deliberate. I mean, okay, let's talk about street smarts. I think Cameron hit the nail on the head. He's like, I am aware of my surroundings. I am aware of the situation. I have my tool with me, this annual pass. I know what the usher is thinking, what his motives are. So I think he really did a good job on smarts there. But Anna also, Anna has the history. Anna has the personal connection. Anna has the trauma to help her get through this. So I don't know. I feel like both of them got high marks on smarts. What do you think?
I'm definitely down to give them both full points. They both took very unusual paths to go after their enemies, and I appreciate them. Definitely well thought out. They're fast on their feet. They would win.
I agree. Via smarts. Yeah, totally. All right, let's talk survival. I think Cameron definitely should also get all 3 marks for survival because he's come with a methodical plan that I think that works. Anna, although very entertaining, you never know. The director could be like, well, I'm actually a really big Greta Gerwig fan. You never know what you're gonna get. He might be like, I think Barry Jenkins is like the greatest filmmaker of all time. You're like, oh, loophole. Okay, what's going on? You never know. What do you think? What do you think, Kelsey?
I think in having like a full plan on how to like get out of there, I feel like Cameron's got it. I feel like your plan could work, but there definitely could be a couple unexpected ways that he could react. He could just like smack you with his film camera and be like, try to forget film now. Down to give Cameron full points and give Anna 2.
Yeah, I'll give Anna 2. All right, let's talk about shenanigans. Okay, Cameron made a point to not have time for shenanigans because he is like, I gotta go. I don't want to die. I have a frequent fear pass. I want to make sure I can come back again and enjoy this again. So I don't have time for that. So I'm gonna give Cameron just 1 point for shenanigans. I think Anna gets max shenanigans because she's opening a can of worms here, which is very entertaining, I will say. Yeah.
Anna's using her trauma to give him trauma, and I think that's a beautiful thing for this Halloween season.
We came out of round 3 with Anna winning 8 points and Cameron winning 7. Adding up our totals, our final game scores, Anna has 15 whole points and Cameron has lucky number 13, which means Anna, you are our spooky winner for tonight.
You have won a winner's portrait, which is on screen now that you can't see, but everyone else can. It looks just like you.
Oh, it's so beautiful. So pretty. Wow. Amazing.
Thank you so much for joining us on this spooky episode of TETV's Game Night. Thanks to our team who made this show possible. Our writer, Daisy Rudin, our co-producers, Julia Bryson and Christine Grasso, and our video editor, Megan O'Rourke. We've been your hosts, Kelsey.
And RJ, thanks again for watching, and don't forget, the next time you're at a theme park, take notes because it might just be a question on Game Night! Happy Halloween! Ooh!